Hi guys, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with the term jumping the shark. According to Wikipedia, it says, the phrase jumping the shark is used to argue that a creative outlet or work appears to be making a misguided attempt at gathering new attention or publicity for something that is perceived once to have been widely popular, but is no longer. The idiom was coined in 1985 by John Hine in response to a 1977 episode from the 5th season of the American sitcom Happy Days, in which Fonzie jumps over a shark while on water skis. Well, it seems that GB News has finally jumped the shark.
Had it from a Conservative MP today, didn't we? People say, oh gosh, if Churchill were in charge, if Churchill did that. Why do you think there is still so much admiration for you nowadays?
I think probably because I was the right man at the right moment. I don't think I could probably survive in the current climate, although one would give it a go, of course.
It's interesting, though, isn't it, when we talk about the current climate, and it seems quite brutal. I mean, you yourself were pushed out after all your successes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That nice Mr. Attlee managed to unseat me at the end of the war, but of course he was a very great assistance during the war. The war cabinet was true cabinet government.
Okay, what the heck am I watching here? Look, well, first of all, I want to say, why is it remembering Winston and not remembering Churchill? He was remembered as Churchill, not Winston. But anyway, it says here, GB News is joined by Winston Churchill impersonator on the anniversary of the World War II Prime Minister's funeral. So, on the anniversary of his funeral, GB News could have reached out to, I don't know, an historian, an expert on Winston Churchill, somebody who's written books about him. No, they reached out to an impersonator, and they're asking him questions as if he was Winston Churchill. This is insane. Really, this is insane. As I said at the beginning, jumping the shark here, this is an attempt to get views. And it probably will get views. But this is supposed to be a news outlet. Like, what are they going to do next week? Have Joseph Stalin impersonator on to talk about the Great Purge? I don't know, a Michael Jackson impersonator to talk about Michael Jackson's life? This is insane. And the way they're speaking to him as if he is the guy, instead of, well, what do you think Winston Churchill would have done here? Look, this guy may actually be an expert on Winston Churchill, but we don't know because he's not been asked as an expert. He's been asked as if he is Winston Churchill himself. I've said on numerous occasions, I think either GB News is a parody or the people on GB News are really taking the mickey. I don't know what else to say. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you thought about this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.